Hi, welcome to Principles of Management. My name is Dr. Celeste Mosick, and I'm going to be your instructor for this fall. This is an 11-week course. It starts, as you know, on September 19th, and it ends on Friday, December 2nd. So I'm really excited to meet all of you. This is a great class that's going to introduce you to all of the different functional areas of management, and they really fall into the basic 5 functions: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and motivating, and then lastly, controlling. So the thing about management that's interesting is you're dealing with people. So management can be easy from the theoretical standpoint. It all sounds good in theory when when your manager wants to get something done, but because you're dealing with people, that's the variable element, and it always gets interesting. So some of you may already manage businesses out there. I hope that we can you can bring in some of your knowledge into this course for those of you that have not ever managed before. I've been a manager for many years. You can read in my instructor introduction that in my previous career, I was a chef. I was a professional chef, and I managed professional kitchens. And that was a lot going on in those positions, a lot of moving parts. And then I've also owned my own business and managed people. And I've also managed our department at Wilmington, our business department, where I had sort of a large scope of management. I had a large management scope, and I had to manage close to 40 people. So that was a large job. And so management is never really cut and dry, but it is a lot of fun. I think it's a very interesting subject. You're just not a born manager and leader. It takes time to learn what you should do and what you shouldn't do as a manager. But we all think we know what's the right way to manage things. And when push comes to shove, it can be quite a bit different. So let me just show you a little bit about the course. As you are, most of you are second-year students, and so you know how to navigate D2L. So if you go into content, then you can see that the course is separated into welcome and getting started. That's going to be very important for you to view. Your first quiz is about what's in this welcome and getting started module. The next module is you have to do a group project in this class. We're going to be doing it over Google Docs. There's no way to escape it. If you don't want to do a group project, that's great. I understand that. But, when you're working with people and in a team, you're going to have to you have to figure it out. So, and you can do it on your own time. This is a college-wide requirement. It's not just my class, okay? So everything that you find in this class will be found in any other Principles of Management class all throughout the college, okay? We're all teaching the same basic content. So for this project, you're going to work with an assigned group of students. I'll talk about that further along in the next couple of weeks. So we're going to meet over Zoom, and I will elaborate on this. But you can see that this is a research paper, and you're going to write a research paper, which means that you do have to find credible sources and articles in 7th edition APA, and you're going to discuss a job posting, leadership qualities, recruitment, interviewing, hiring, orientation, and training for a specific management position at an organization that you choose. So very interesting project, and it will take some time to do. It's separated out into 3 different areas. So again, I'll talk about that at a later date, but the instructions are in here, the timeline, you can see that, and that as well as a lot of resources for writing. You never can get away from writing in college. So as I indicated, every week is separated out into its own module. So, and they all have their specific due dates, which you found similar to other classes. And we also use Connect, McGraw-Hill Connect. It's a learning management system. I think it's really good. That it has you do various activities. So from the get-go, this class, you've already paid for this inclusive access to your McGraw-Hill smart book, they call it. Okay, so anything that's in Connect is connected to this class. So every week you're going to have readings, you're going to have activities, some of them are more interactive than others, role models, planning, all kinds of stuff. And you'll have a quiz just about every week. And some weeks you're going to have more than one chapter. So this is a fast-moving class. It's 11 weeks. So by the time you get into like week 4 or 5, that you're going to have two chapters a week to do. Okay. So you also have in this class 4 exams that are separated out that you will find within these weekly modules. Okay. So those exams, half of them are multiple choice on Connect, and the other half, part 2, are essay, and the instructions are in each weekly module where the exams are located. So I want to make sure that you understand that this is a second-year class, and I hope you are aware of our academic integrity policy, because we have 0 tolerance for that. Okay, I want to bring that up. And the reason why I bring that up is because, again, I've been department chair. I teach an ethics class, and plagiarism is not acceptable. Okay, so if you want to be a manager, you're not going to be relying on somebody else for your own work. You got to do it yourself. So anyway, that's a little bit about our class. We're going to cover 14 chapters in this class in 11 weeks. So again, it does move quickly. When you get into our Welcome and Getting Started area, you'll find that there is a course schedule and also a printable one. So the course schedule is linked up in here for you. So you can, I like the printable one because I can check it off, but I guess I waste paper that way. We're going to be having actually 2 optional Zoom sessions. One's going to be the first week, Thursday, September 22nd at 1 o'clock. So I realize some of you might be working or you can't join me at that time, but I do teach quite a few courses, and that's a time that's available that I would like to be able to give to you all. So I will, if you can't make it, I will post the recording, but I would love to meet you. And we will have the introductory one, and then we will have another one about the group paper. So I think that's going to be very helpful for you guys. And I want to also bring to your attention that we have, as instructors, we have a federal mandate to report people that do not show up to class. And many of you have heard about this before. So Friday is that date when things are due to be able to report those no-shows. So your class starts Monday the 19th. Friday, you've got to go ahead and hand in these 2 assignments. The first one's, you just have to go through the getting started and answer some questions, okay? The second one is a discussion board. You have to create a meme. You have to find a meme or create a meme or a TikTok or something fun about yourself. And instructions are in week 1 as well. But these are due by Friday the 23rd, so get those done first. And then you can get on to Connect. And Connect will, there are 3 activities in Connect that you have to do that are due on Monday. So for the rest of the class period, all of your assignments will be due on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. So please also be familiar with our college-wide business late policy. That's actually also listed in our Welcome and Getting Started page. You have one chance. If you hand in something late and you want to resubmit it, and you want to submit it late, you get a one-time chance and you get 20% penalty from there. So sorry to say, but that's the way it is. Please let me know if something comes up. I get to make the decision on, whether that's a good reason why you're going to hand something in late. Our last day of the class is December 2nd. That is a Friday, and I need to have those things that are due Friday. That Friday, that's, the grades are due the very next day. So I'm giving you all the way into the end. So anyway, this is a really great class. I feel like that, I'm telling you policies and procedures, but I think it's helpful to know right up front. And I think you're going to learn a lot of great material. Even if you're already out there managing, you're going to get a different perspective. And like I said, you can never know enough about management and leadership. Every summer, I take the opportunity to read books about management, and I'm not even managing people anymore. So, which actually is really fun right now for me too. But I do manage students like you guys. I got to keep you on track. And the way that I do that is I'm going to post an announcement every week, and I'm also going to send an email to you with that announcement. Please check your Delaware Tech email. So that's the way you can find information. And if you need me for any reason, I can be reached by going to cmozeik@dtcc.edu. So that's my email address. It's all in the class. I hope you have a great semester with me. I'm really looking forward to seeing and working with all of you. Take care.